Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Wednesday afternoon research edition. Okay, folks, my audio may sound a little bit different. I've got a brand new mixer, and I'm going to be trying to adjust it as the show goes. So bear with me, okay? All right, Hurricane Melissa kills 30 in the Caribbean, and it's heading towards the Bahamas. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, and I don't mean to make light of any tragedies that have been suffered by families, but there's too much evidence now, if you ask me, that would point to some type of higher ups or powerful people that went in on some of those Caribbean islands. We've had discussions before about the HARP program. It's a very real thing. It's in Alaska. You can do your own research. Also, the show that we did the other day with regards to Jamaica, I have since found something called Vision 2030 Jamaica. I say again, Vision 2030 Jamaica. I posted a link in my last video at the top of the comments. I'm sure a lot of people didn't see it because most people today don't like to read. It's just the reality. I'm going to try and find a video to play for you, but Vision 23 Jamaica, if there's anybody who has knowledge of this, please call in. I found a video that I'm going to play. This has been a gentrification effort going back to 2009. You know the story with regards to people of Jamaica, the locals. They can't even use their own beaches. I think maybe less than 1% of the beaches they can actually access. Public beaches. Everything else is private, owned by corporations, yada, yada, yada. So with regards to, again, the tragedies in the Caribbean, I do want to be sensitive, but at the same time, if there's anybody who wants to speak up, you don't even have to live in Jamaica or Cuba. But in reality, objectively speaking, if you were a landlord and some of these properties that you may own by way of a corporation or as an individual, might it be time to upgrade? If you are a real estate agent, please call in. Phone numbers on the screen. We have to talk about the comps. Comps. Now, many of you know what comps are if you've ever purchased a home or if you're trying to sell a property. Comps are comparables. With regards to recently sold homes that are similar to a subject property in terms of location, size, condition, and features. This is what is used to determine the property's current market value. So if you own something in, Portmore, Cockpit country, somewhere in Cuba, and you're trying to, sell, rent, you have to look at the comps, the comparables. And, I say this with all due respect. If you've got people that have been living on properties close to your property for decades and decades, and they're living in lean shacks. Excuse me. They're living in lean shacks. At what point do you say, hey, come on, you got to step it up. You got to, upgrade. You got to build a proper structure with regards to my property and the comps. Good afternoon in the live chat. I did a live stream yesterday. I took it down because it wasn't necessarily a show. I was just streaming live with regards to what I thought was going to be some tragedy. It was just a light tropical storm. Yes, no, in Jamaica.
Hurricane Melissa hit Jamaica as a history-making Category 5 storm, and now it has made landfall in Cuba as a Cat 3. It could be days before we know the real scope of all of this damage. The storm has caused, though, major flooding, power outages, and they're still dealing with, of course, winds, rainfall. Kala, what is the very latest now?
We know of at least 7 dead at this point across those islands, and the worry is that that number will rise significantly because these islands are being pummeled. And I do want to show you a video also because Melissa making landfall in Cuba right now as a Category 3 storm. Narrow streets in Cuba, as you can see, they are dark with downed trees, downed power lines. Officials in Cuba say more than 700,000 people have been evacuated, preparing for catastrophic damage. Cuba expecting up to 20 inches of rain with storm surge of up to 12 feet. That will cause life-threatening and potentially catastrophic flash flooding, leading to possible landslides as well. We already know Cuba is in economic crisis, and this will add to the prolonged blackouts, food and fuel shortages. Flooding also spreading to Haiti, and you can see people wading through the water there. The damage yet to be addressed. This is people evacuating Cuba, actually. The next is of Haiti. You can see wading through the water, trying to get where they need to go, but their roads look more like rivers. Again, the storm damage needs to be assessed with time. Cuba also getting pummeled. Jamaica preparing to assess the damage when the rain stops. Even though Melissa is moving away from Jamaica, the damage is not done there. They're still experiencing wind. They also have storm surge, especially along the north coast. 500,000 people are without power, and we know so far 4 hospitals have been damaged, 1 left without power. Officials there say the goal is to open airports by Thursday to get emergency relief supplies out. We also want to mention that in the Bronx, the Jamaica Progressive League is also urging residents to stock up on non-perishables that can be shipped to the island once the storm passes. And we also are hearing from a couple who is preparing to get married in Jamaica. They tabled their plans because of the damage, and they're painting a picture of what they're going through as they shelter in place.
JG Studio Design, I'm not sure of the validity of your comment, but that sounds about right to me. Volunteers are told not to tell people details of what they're hearing about the situation in Jamaica. Okay. Guys, I want you to do what you do. If you troll, get your troll on. There's no stopping the trolling. Oh my goodness. Yesterday, the trolling was so out of control on the live stream. It was crazy. Hey, and also, Janet and 2 other people sent me a link. Some guy, I'm not sure who he is, but he was talking about the storm. I don't know if he's a certified meteorologist, but some white guy, he must have made thousands. You guys know who I'm talking about on YouTube? He was talking the talk, over 2 million views. Yes, storms, fear is big business. Big business, all right? Phone lines are open right now. I got your donation, Penelope. Thank you so much for tapping in. Okay. Okay, and JG Studio Design says, sending condolences to Jamaica. Okay. All right. I'm also going to play this video, as I said, with regards to the Sonia Massey killing. Here we go.
And as he again took the stand here about why he didn't use a taser, what was the reasoning there?
Yeah, and these questions, Hallie will note, were from his attorneys. So clearly this was something they wanted to get out in front of the jury. Like, why didn't you use a less lethal weapon? And he basically said, listen, the way a taser works, you have to get the prongs onto the person's skin, which he worried getting that close, he would be hit with the boiling water, which he said was made him afraid of great bodily harm. And then he also said during the testimony, tasers don't work on everyone. His team didn't really elaborate there, but it basically said that he believed that his gun was his only option. If we can pull up the graphic of some of the testimony here, he said, I took it as a threat, meaning when Massey picked up that pot of boiling water and, as you said, told him, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. His attorney kind of then going in on this point, he said, the only thing that you had that you perceived could stop the threat was your duty weapon, meaning your gun. Experts from both sides on the stand testifying about police de-escalation tactics. Experts for the prosecution said he shouldn't have walked toward her with his gun, that he kind of like escalated everything and made this all the more dramatic. We had experts for the defense today saying, no, that is a tactic, showing you have the potential to use force, then kind of ordering someone to calm down while you're showing that. That is a reasonable option in some cases. So a lot of back and forth. You can see that use of force analyst today kind of laying that out for the defense. A lot of back and forth on a lot of topics that clearly Hallie, Grayson, and his team wanted him to talk about firsthand, which is why he pulled that surprise move and took the stand today.
All right. So I found something with regards to the upcoming race for the mayor in New York. Anybody from New York in that live chat? I found this to be a bit, I don't know if it's concerning. I am a doggy daddy for many, many years. I don't have any more dogs now, but I love animals as many of you do. Anybody up to speed on Curtis Sliwa? He has 17 cats in his apartment with his wife.
Welcome to the Sliwa household. It's not very big, but it's comfy. My consultant said you don't want to let people know that you have 17 cats. Then they'll think you're crazy. And some people have told me that. I say, great. You say crazy, I say eccentric. But in reality, it's taking care of furry little creatures that would have been executed at taxpayers' expense. Think about that. We're executing our furry little friends and family members. Compassion is really the key. We've had a mayor, de Blasio, who claims he's compassionate and that he's a progressive. And as a result of his inactions, we see not only animals being slaughtered who could live a good life, but the emotionally disturbed who are everywhere. He had a program, Thrive, took $1.25 billion over 5 years. It was supposed to deal with the emotionally disturbed. He never does. And then the homeless, situation which is growing in leaps and bounds. People don't understand who they are and where they're from, and they get vilified.
All right, everyone.
I was introduced into this lifestyle by my wife Nancy, who was living the life.
The majority of the cats we have indoors here, I think there's maybe 2 that are outdoor rescues, but everyone else is on the kill list. And those are the cats that are in the shelters, and they're considered unadoptable, but they won't even give the opportunity to adopt them out to the public. So you have to be an approved rescue group to do that, which is kind of crazy because they're limiting the opportunity to do that. And they're very quick to classify them as unadoptable when so many of them are adoptable. Like this one here, I'm like, I'd rather, even if they're older, that they live out their last days here rather than just like be sitting in a cage and then be, I don't know, just euthanized by some no-name vet or something. I don't know, it's kind of freaky to me to think about that.
Over 1,000 people responded on social networking and said, looks like the gremlin Gizmo. So that became her name. But again,
In case you're not in the loop, this is one of the people running for the mayor's office in New York City. Curtis Sliwa, longtime head of the Guardian Angels, radio host. He just quit his job at WABC because the owner wanted him to drop out of the race. But Curtis Sliwa, who many of you should know. If you don't, let me just play another 30 seconds of this. All right. 17 cats with his wife in an apartment somewhere in New York. I'm not sure. Anybody know the borough?
she was in real bad shape when Nancy rescued her. She had a fungus all over her face and her body. She was not able to really eat. So Nancy was able to nurse her back to the point now where she's pretty functional. There's a form of compassion that is devoid in our city, for the most part, definitely in the politics of the city. It doesn't matter, Democrats or Republicans, they don't exude compassion in any way. So I've always believed that a society that does not take care of its animals will not take care of its people. Voila, look at how...
Okay. Phone lines open. Let me try out my new mixer and the phone system. Hey there, area code 216. Can you hear me? Good afternoon.
I can hear you. What's up? This is Scotty Jenkins, Cleveland 216. What's
yes,
up
sir.
with you, man?
How are you, sir? Please watch your language.
I'm doing all right.
That's all I ask. So language, please. Okay.
Oh, I got you, man. I hold it right. Man, look. That's disgusting. I got white fatigue, man. I'm at the point. I'm serious, man. Anybody in the chat, everybody around, I got white fatigue. Man, what's up with this nasty? This is what we were talking about, why white folks be almost extinct. Didn't the Moors have to go up in Europe or whatever to say they...
Technically, we should call it white people fatigue. White people fatigue. Go ahead.
White people, I like it. I got white people fatigue. How is this man gonna run for mayor? I get the sentiment of the adoption. I've been looking at going to the Cleveland Kennel myself recent to adopt another dog because I have two. One is kind of old, my Chihuahua. Whatever, but I get that. Dude, that's sickening. You know it stinks. I'm a truck driver. I've said it many times. You know how many times I walk by some of these trucks with some, man, dude, these trucks be looking like, the truck drivers be stinking. They be having cats, 3, 4, 5 cats, dogs. Oh, my God.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think this is more of a concerning topic than Hurricane Melissa? Let's keep it real. I mean, for discussion. I
called in the other day and we spoke about it, and I said the Jamaicans shouldn't be trying to leave because if they leave, they might not be able to come back because they probably trying to take their land. I said, I can understand they're trying to be rescued temporarily, but they may not be able to come back. Now, I do believe what's currently going on.
Have you ever been to Jamaica? I don't really remember our conversation. You ever been there?
Oh, no, I've never been to Jamaica. No,
listen to me carefully. I just learned this recently. There's something that they've been working on since 2009 called Vision 2030 Jamaica. I say again, Vision 2030 Jamaica. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but it makes sense to me that they would be trying to update, upgrade, and gentrify Jamaica. Makes sense to me.
Oh, we know. I can definitely roll with that. I saw something on TikTok a day or two ago, something of that same nature. I went down the rabbit hole myself.
Come on.
And they do it here in the city of Cleveland. When they gentrify urban renewal. Ain't that one of the words they use? Yes. Urban renewal.
Yes.
Gentrification. It's just a fancy word for gentrification. So what you're telling me right now, I personally believe it. Okay. Like what was the last broadcast of the day? You spoke about all the minerals that's underneath their feet in Jamaica. Yeah. You know they want that. And in 2030, 2035, 2040, God willing, man, one of us going to be like, man, I just love Jamaica, man. They got a bomb, amusement park. Well, they got great casinos. They got wonderful nightlife. And it's all going to be ran by the Chinese.
Well, now let's try to be objective here, and not to be insensitive. But now, if you were a landlord, right, and looking at the way the world is changing, people can literally move to a place like Jamaica now from, I don't know, New Mexico, Seattle, and they can earn a living online, Bitcoin and other things that would really bring it into the future. But you've got all these locals that live in lean shacks, and they're selling bootleg T-shirts and all of this stuff that is just. Please don't laugh. Please don't make me laugh. All this stuff that is dated. At some point, wouldn't you say, "Hey, we got to do something about this"? Objectively speaking,
can't stop progress.
Can't stop progress.
Business ain't personal.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I'll end it on that note.
Well, hey, before you go, the jury is deliberating on the Sean Grayson murder trial. Did you have any comments? That you saw the video, right? A year or so ago, when
yes, I did.
Shot that poor woman. Sheesh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's no police department in the United States of America that can get the benefit of the doubt when it comes to executing and killing black folks. You have too much of a dirty history to get the benefit of the doubt.
Objectively speaking, was she doing too much? Because, she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus."
Man, my auntie big in the church, and every time I crack a bad joke, she rebuked my jokes and she rebuked my politics.
Okay.
I ain't about to shoot her.
Right, okay. But you're not white, sir. I appreciate the call. Thank you. Thank you. Is that my guy Houston on a Wednesday afternoon?
Man, how you doing, man?
What's going on?
I'm looking at this, man.
Come on.
Man, sitting over here looking at these white folks sound crazy and look crazy. They nasty. That right there is nasty, dog.
And he's running for the mayor of New York City. Running for the mayor.
In But look, why don't he put them cats out there where they need it with them New York rats that's running around? Why don't he just, if he really cared about the homeless and everybody, let them cats go? Them white folks right there nasty, man. And the smell of one cat in the house, it bothers me. But what they say, 17?
17.
Man, that's ammonia. They gonna have to send hazmat in there. They gonna have to gut them walls.
Yeah.
They gonna have to drag them out of there in a straight jacket. Them people them the kind of people, they care more about animals than they do people. And they sit up, and how you even do they even wash themselves? Because even if they wash themselves, they still gonna stink. Yeah. And then them cats around, you call it, anytime you open the door, they popping out on you. You know what I mean? You can't cook, you can't clean. They probably bath with them. I'm like, them white folks, they're nasty, dog. Yeah. And then
I've only had one cat in my life. Actually, it was my brother's cat growing up in this somewhere in the mid to late 70s. But the cat stayed outside because my father was one of those old school Southern black folk. He didn't even want dogs in the house. He said, boy, the dog got to stay outside. Dog got to stay outside, boy.
Man,
the cat stay outside too.
Man. Yeah, I'm just like that right now. Right. I don't like animals in my house. Right, I don't like the smell. Right. None of that. They are wild animals. They don't need to be in the house chilling. They will survive before you in the wilderness. I'm like, what is wrong with these people? Yeah. You better not bring no dog or animal in. If I go to somebody's house and they got cats and dogs in their house and they let them lick on their fingers and they cooking and they feed them, and I'm like, man, I'm not eating it. You want something to eat? Nah, I'm good. No, I can't do that with these.
Hold on a second, Houston. Anybody want to call in? Just watch the language. I got the power on the screen. Says my Southern family too. They don't fuck with animals in the house. My father didn't want no type of goddamn dog. It would be 20 below outside in the wintertime. Boy, leave that goddamn dog outside because I was wondering, hey, can we put Herbie in the basement? I had a dog named Herbie. I named him after Herbie the Love Bug movie. Can we put Herbie in the basement? Boy, leave that goddamn dog outside. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's how I am. I'm like, they wild animals. They understand what's going on out there. They know how to live. We ain't got no fur coat that we were born with. Them dogs, man, you better give them what we ate. That's how we were growing up, man. That dog eating what we eat. Man, I can't do it, especially with animals in the house.
Yeah. How you been otherwise, Houston? Good to hear from you on early, man. You sound focused. You ain't sipping right now.
Yeah, man. Hell? No, not yet, man. I was getting over COVID. Watching them try to take down every channel I ever had, and I just restart another one with the same name.
Yeah.
They doing the work for me. Yeah. I don't be caring about that. But only thing I did, when I saw it, the only thing I did was just change up my Gmail address and named it the same thing.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
So I'll be back on Friday, but I'm just chilling. I've been getting over COVID. I was like, man, I had COVID all last week, man. I said, man, I looked at my wife and I thought she gave me the Mexican flu, but I said she done gave me.
Now, hang on a second. Were you in the ICU like me? What happened?
No, I done had that since COVID hit. I done had about 7 times. I just sweat it off.
Oh, okay.
I just sweat that off, dog.
Okay.
Yeah, my organs still moving, so I just drank water, ate fruit, did whatever I did hey, them socks you talking about, I still got 3 pairs of those.
Oh, the yellow socks from the ICU with the little white balls on them for the traction.
Yeah, man, I still got those, and then I still got that breathing thing they gave me. The little plastic breathing thing that they give you to blow into to check your breathing. Man, I be keeping everything from the hospital. Okay. Then you said Curtis. Who is Curtis Sliwa? That's the dude.
Curtis Sliwa. He's still head of the Guardian Angels. You heard of them before, man, out of New York City. They used to ride the subways, probably still do. But they've had some legendary fights, battles with people on the subways. So-called vigilante group. But he's running for the mayor of New York City. You know who he is if you see his face.
Oh, okay. I don't think he's mentally capable of running for nothing.
Okay.
Because look at that. And they acting like the cats are just everywhere. And they acting like it's normal.
Yeah.
I can smell that house through the camera. Straight up. Because I've been in people's houses like that. It's unfit. It's unsanitary. I'm surprised people ain't went in there and got them out of there. They hoarders of cats.
Yeah. I don't know what the laws are in New York City because I'm not a New York resident, but there's got to be some type of restrictions if you have over 5 or 6 cats. I don't know. I'll do the research. Hey, but Houston, before you go, man, any thoughts on the jury deliberating Sean Grayson trial or the Hurricane Melissa that appears to be tearing through Jamaica, Cuba, and headed towards the Bahamas? Houston.
I'm not up to date on the Sean Grayson trial, but as far as the Bahamas and that storm, they still thieving during a storm that didn't do nothing. Then they focused on one building that got a few bricks off the top, right. but they homeless shelters down on the below, they still together. I'm like, you can't trust these people. If they just import some of them deportated Mexicans, they can get it done in 30 days and they have some new citizens. They can clean all that up in 30 days. That's just how I feel about it. But thank you for having me on the show, man. And yeah, my other channel, they'll be back up.
Well, update your banner. Send me the new banner, okay? So we can promote you.
Okay, I got you, man. Thanks.
Salute. Okay. That's Houston tapping in. In the live chat, Elbow Juice says star voting Cuomo. Sir, I'm not a New York resident. I can't vote for anybody. I'm sitting back and being entertained by the nonsense going on up in New York. Hang on a second. Hey, Jen, I got your email. Do you want to call in? I don't know what's going on. You're sending me something about Animal Humane Society. Hold on. Yeah, Curtis Sliwa and his wife, I think her name is Nancy, they appear to be hoarding. Crowded, cramped, horrendous, filthy, animal. Anything with regards to the laws in New York? Jen, I can't read all this. I thank you, but I can't read all of this. It is entirely too much. But thank you, Janet. Someone else says they're blocked. And who are you? And why are you blocked? Let me send you to Deeds. I don't know why she may have blocked you. I don't like to block people, sir. I just sent your email to Deeds, okay? Hang on, guys. Hey there, area code 716. Can you hear me? 716, good afternoon.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Hey, man, how are you? Good to hear from you.
What's going on? Just wanted to talk about the Caribbean. I think it's going to be I'm going to keep it PG. I think God does not like the Caribbean folk, Jamaica, Cuba, Puerto Rico, respectfully. If you notice, respectfully, of course, there's only hurricanes down there. And then once they get around Texas, I feel like God kind of likes Texas, but not really that much. I mean, this is all from the grace of God. Clearly, he's saying we need to clean up Jamaica. It's filthy. It's disgusting. Respectfully, and this isn't about race. The country of Haiti is disgusting. He's saying, hey, let's get Cuba out of here. Let's get Haiti out of here. I mean, he does it every year. At a certain point, you got to think, this is God's karma. This is God's, he's disrespectful.
Can I ask your ethnicity, sir? Your ethnicity.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm Sicilian, sir.
Okay. Now,
yes,
you may have a point. I'm not saying that you don't. I'm a non-believer in the theory of God, but, God is a vengeful God. Vengeful. You're not supposed to question death, destruction, the
Correct.
Black plagues, yellow fever, all those things from the past, don't even question God. So you could be hitting the nail on the head. I don't know. But now
he is.
If you were, a landlord and you own land in one of those places, at some point, objectively speaking, people have to step into the new world, the age of technology, upgrade, uplift. You can't just, live off the fat of the land forever, right?
Sure.
Times change, people change.
Sure.
Come on.
I think these, and I'm keeping it PG for the show, for the algorithm, respectfully. The countries are disgusting. They offer nothing. If you own land or properties, or people are doing the Airbnb thing and, come down to Jamaica, $500 a week, whatever you want to do. Right. That's not the place where you want to own land or properties. Go to California, go to Florida, go somewhere where it's nice, where these things, California has fires. Okay, great. They don't have hurricanes that are category 5, category 4, 160 mile an hour winds. That's God saying, we don't like Dominican Republic. We don't like Cuba. I personally hate Jamaica is what God's saying.
Whoa.
It's just what he's saying. That's what God's saying.
Can I jump in again? Now, this is your interpretation, and I appreciate you.
Just my opinion.
Okay.
Just my opinion.
No, I appreciate you keeping it PG, as you said.
Yes, sir.
But now, to be fair, let's take it away from God hating, as you say. Might these places that you've pointed out and other places simply be underdeveloped, and they just can't work together, come to a common understanding to modify things? I mean, when I look at the footage in Jamaica and I see all these lean shacks, I'm like, huh? It's 2025. Yeah. Lean shacks. Homes made with mud. It's like, come on.
Yeah. So allow me to interject.
Come on.
So we got, again, you said it perfect. There's places that are made of mud, and they wait for a sunny day to turn it into fake concrete. These places, it's the leadership, it's the government, if you will, which they don't have a government, really.
Corrupt government.
Corrupt government. It's a bunch of guys that are all together smoking cigars, getting drunk, respectfully, shout out to you, sir. But, and they're getting, listen, allegedly, and they're just dealing with the prostitutes in their town, and they're having a good time. So they're really not running a country. They're not running a civilization. These people are living off of the land, which has nothing to offer. So when the hurricanes come, why bother even boarding the places up? Let them just wash it into the ocean, which I'm pretty sure there's going to be. I'm not familiar with category 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know how high it goes. Pretty soon, Jamaica will be gone. Thank God. Cuba will be gone. These places won't exist anymore. Next thing you know, the Haitians and everybody, shout out to my Puerto Ricans out there.
All right, sir, we don't do shout outs. I don't mind you,
Okay.
Yeah.
My apologies. My apologies.
But now,
no problem.
Hold on a second. Puerto Rico's a hellhole. I got a video that I was going to play, but I don't want to do too much. Puerto Rico is really in trouble. They're doing we did a breakdown before of all the tax incentives and the rich people that are moving out there, and the population has been declining. They're not making babies. Puerto Rico is really in bad shape. You have to speed on that?
Sure. It's, these places are the most dangerous places allegedly in the world. There's a lot of videos that say, hey, come down to Puerto Rico and enjoy yourself. And you may make it, you may not. You may get a quick little, your chain snatched and then end up in a dumpster somewhere down there in Puerto Rico. But why go there when you can go to these beautiful places? Even Turks and Caicos. You can go to the Virgin Islands, which will probably be gone soon, because God made this world and he's destroying these countries slowly. Okay. That's what he's doing. That's what he did with Sodom and Gomorrah. I don't want to get biblical, though.
I appreciate the call, man. Salute.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. God bless.
God bless. God bless. You see, I will let you folks talk. You get the last word. I don't have to agree. Why do I have notes here? I always have notes prior to the show. I've done that for decades. I set up my show with talking points, bullet points. Why do I have something about how to protect your peace? Maybe later on, if we're still here. What do you think, guys? Has the jury come back yet? Folks, this is a research show in the Sean Grayson trial. Anthony, what's going on, man? What are you sending me via email? What's going on here? Okay. I don't want to play that, Anthony, because it doesn't look like something I want to necessarily promote. Anybody care about the Julio Fulio murder trial? Hey, Shawnee, I got your PayPal donation. Hey, Deeds, did I put the PayPal at the top of the live chat? My God, I always forget to do that. Jesus. Mary and Joseph. Hold on, guys. Did I put the PayPal at the top of the live chat? Yes, it's there. Okay. That's Streamlabs. The Streamlabs link, it also goes to PayPal. Hey, speaking of Streamlabs, is there anybody who still works in Streamlabs, not StreamYard? If so, I need to talk to you. If you could please reach out to me. There's my email address on the screen. If you work in Streamlabs, not StreamYard. I used to work in Streamlabs years ago, and there's something I do want to possibly revisit. Hey there, area code 720. Can you hear me on a Wednesday?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Yes, sir. Welcome back, Star.
Hey, man, how are you? Please watch the language.
Good.
That's all I have to say. Watch the language, okay?
Just real quick, when I hear the term God, I think they're talking about the colonial masters.
Okay.
Because if it was based off wickedry and underdevelopment, well, not underdevelopment, if it was based off wickedry, United States should have had some I'm talking about damaging hurricanes,
okay, where
it cripples the economy.
Okay.
So when I hear Christian zealots talk about God's doing this, yeah, you're right. God, the cabal, the people who are in leader of the technology, or maybe Haiti and these countries are just in a bad hurricane alley, and they still decide to put people in this hurricane alley to generate what we're talking about right now.
Come on.
Because these people, obviously, the last caller doesn't care about human life.
Well,
we can. I'm sorry. I'll say this. If they just
no, I want you to feel free to say what you want to say, but I don't think you need to make reference to another caller to prove your point. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead and prove your point.
That's real. That's real. That's real. You know, I'm just glad that you're back, man, because you have a unique platform that I don't see a lot of people doing.
Thank you, man.
You are definitely top 5, man. So anyway, just peace to the humans that can survive.
Well, no, stay with me. Stay with me. Because, I'm trying to be objective, but at the same time, it's like some of these places, it's time to clean up, wouldn't you say? I mean, how many more decades are they just going to celebrate hedonism? Whilst all around them, it would appear that progress is being made. How do you upgrade and elevate? Not that I'm wishing, typhoons and hurricanes on you, but some of the structures that we see washing away, these are what we used to call lean shacks back in the days, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. On the surface, it appears as though, they're lazy. Where's Rory at? Where are all the people that love to shit on? Excuse me. That love to.
Please watch the language. Please watch the language.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry.
Come on.
I'm just happy that you picked my call.
Okay.
All I'm saying is there's people that want to do better in those countries, and they're being undermined. And these agencies that exist out here are undermining progress, Negro progress, because it's about damaging the image. If they can savage out the black image, they can put us back into slavery.
Can I respond?
Yes, sir.
Stay with me. Stay with me. Now, what you said from the position of a loser, that sounds hot. I say that with all due respect. But now, if we've got a bunch of lean shacks throughout the Caribbean, right? You made reference to America, but yet and still in America, the Caucasian is spending millions on bunkers. Bunkers. Right or wrong?
Right.
Right. So
absolutely.
So
you the God. You the God, man.
Stay with me. So why
all right.
Is it just a matter of who's not smart enough to figure it out? If you're in goddamn Jamaica and these other places, and you know there's going to be a typhoon at some point, a tropical depression, why don't you build a bunker instead of a goddamn lean shack where you're selling bootleg goddamn T-shirts to tourists? At what point in time do you say, hey, maybe I got to figure something out for the generation that comes after me?
That's real.
Come on.
That's facts. No, you're absolutely right. It still takes currency to do that. Now, it'll look like a chitlin circuit when we do it on our own. But then here comes HARP. We'll take a Category 3 and ramp it up. Ramp up. If this is Hurricane Alley and this is just nature's progress, they can ramp up nature's progress. So I'm just saying, I think there are black people, and we all black. Caribbean, we are black. And I'm not a big Pan-African guy, but I'm just saying, if there was more people, and there's more people working with, here comes Big Brother. I think that is our greatest enemy. Right. Is covert operations happening to us, and we don't realize it because we watching Cash Money versus No Limit. I'm not watching that. I don't want to see. I don't care about Master P and his cereal. Take the bullet. All these entertainers, it's time to start taking the bullet. All you basketball players, time to take the bullet. Get educated. Take the bullet. I really want to talk about Polite, but that's a different story. Yo, peace, God. I gotta go, man. All right.
You mean Brother Polite? Brother Polite?
Brother Polite. He's making. Yep. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Is he okay? What's going on?
Well, I'm just saying. I'm a social media guy. I surf every day, and for some reason, he's making a resurgence in the social media world.
All right. Well, listen. Send me a link via email. My email address is on the screen. If there's something that needs to be addressed, I will. But I appreciate the call, man. Salute.
Yo, peace to the
peace. Troll babies. What's going on with Brother Polite? Epic Eric. Foundational Black Americans. This is not our problem. If you're talking to the hurricane in the Caribbean, I would agree with you. Respectfully, it's not a problem. Let the United Kingdom figure it out. King Charles and all of the other commonwealths that he's the head of. How many commonwealths is King Charles the head of? I forget. Is it 15, 16? I'm just a dumb dropout, but hold on a second, King. Let them figure it out. 14 other Commonwealth realms. Okay, I was off by a year or two. Epic Eric. Oh my God. I remember over the years ago, somebody was going through a tragedy. I forget which one of those goddamn nations, and people were in the street. You know, where is America? Where is it? I'm like, what the fuck? Guys, hold on. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Dee sent me a link. Dee says, can you just touch on the Julio Folio trial? Murder trial, pardon me. Guys, who is Alicia Andrews? Day 6. Skylar Saunders, where are you? Anybody? Let me look in the live chat. Julio Folio was a young savage, a black degenerate. Let's keep it real. Somewhere down there in Florida, doing too much, running around with the goddamn Glock. If memory serves me correctly, he was fucking around and he dropped the location. Wasn't he having a party? He dropped the Addy. He had some really ratchet nigga bitches. Let's be real. He had some ratchet nigga bitches, and one of the ratchet nigga bitches contacted his ops. Yes, no? And then his ops came and got it in. Rob Lowe, can you call in? Can somebody tell me if I'm going down the right path? Please, Tariq. Tariq says yes. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, so what is the trial about? Why is there a trial with regards to this little high yellow, mammy, Alicia Andrews? I don't know if she's guilty or not, but as I've told you before, the most dangerous mammy is a high yellow mammy. Always first class media. Thank you for your support. Let me see if I can read this. I don't have my contacts in. 68% Christianity, 64.8% Protestant. Okay, pardon me. Okay. Do we care about the Julio Folio trial? Okay, listen, I'll give it a shot. Deed says just play a little bit since you're doing research. Okay, what is this? Let me see if I can figure this out. Is there any volume here? Okay, turn the volume up. Okay, is this, she's in the interrogation room? Look at this high yellow bitch. Nerves of steel. Did she tell? Did she tell? I bet you she told on some dark-skinned people. Nerves of steel. Look at her, shaking the devil's hands.
Easier to get you here?
Shaking hands.
All right, so here's Detectives from Tampa, okay? We do want to talk to you before we start our spiel, okay? I know that you are in a relationship with Isaiah Chance, okay? And I know he's probably already talked to you.
Can you guys hear this?
Probably try to tell you what to do or what to say, okay? But I want you to understand, all right? In this moment, all right, God isn't in this room, and he can't do anything, you know, to help you in this situation. You have to make that decision for yourself. You know what I mean? I think that, you know, there's a lot of stuff that we have to show you that you would probably want to see, and I'm willing to be as open can be to show you everything that we have. You know what I mean? Because I want you to make an informed decision about your life and where it goes from here. Okay? I know you've never been arrested before. The situation here as it stands, okay, is you know, we want to show you the stuff we want to show you, and we want to give you the opportunity, you know, and it's your choice, okay. But before we can go into those details, we are going to read your rights, okay.
I want you to understand something about your rights. You're in the driver's seat on this, okay. Talk about what you want to talk about. You want to talk about what you want.
I gotta jump in and say, who raised this mammy, huh? Who raised this mammy? Okay, by a show of, just put up a 1 in the live chat. If you already know, when you get into the interrogation room, shut your goddamn mouth. You don't say nothing unless you say, I want to talk to my lawyer. That's it. I want to talk to my lawyer. We ain't got nothing to talk about. I want to talk to my lawyer. Once they start talking about trying to help you, you can't help me. You're not a judge, not a lawyer. Shut the hole in your goddamn face. Now, unless you plan to tell. Unless you plan to tell, then yeah, then you get to talking. Hold on a second.
Okay, this is up to you on this.
Look at this. This heifer.
I don't think you understand the gravity of probably what could happen. I want you to be able to see what all we want to show you. The only way we can show you all of this is if you're able to talk with us and when you talk with us, does that make good sense?
Yeah. All right. And just so you know, again, like you said, you want to see some stuff and you want to answer some stuff, you can answer it. If you don't want to answer some stuff, you don't have to answer it. You're in control. This is, you know, you.
Let me fast forward. Let me see if she starts looking at pictures and all. Oh, shit. Look at her.
Do you remember what town you were in?
Cooperate. Now, was this Julio Fulio's girl? Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back for a second.
Incident that is seen on video at the Airbnb in Tampa, was that ever recovered by law enforcement?
No.
Why not?
She got rid of it.
And when she did, was that a device that you were looking for in this particular investigation?
Yes.
Were you requesting the assistance of the Jacksonville Sheriff?
She's sitting there grinning. Julio Fulio is worm food. And this girl's sitting there grinning. Did you catch it?
Sheriff's office to assist you
acting cute
with executing search warrants in this particular case.
Correct.
At some point, were you aware that her device had been located by the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office?
Yes.
Were you apprised of the circumstances of when that happened and where it happened?
Yes.
When did that happen?
June 27th, 4 days after the murder.
Okay. And during that, when you were alerted by the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, did you express an interest in obtaining her cell phone?
Yes.
Did she have it at the time?
I've seen enough. You tell them. I don't need to see no more. Area code 260. Good afternoon. Are you there? 260.
Hey, Star. Thanks for the call.
Hey, who's this?
This is Ray. How you doing?
Hey, Ray. Can I ask you to please watch the language? Are you black, Ray? You black?
I am,
Yeah.
but
I have to say that to black people respectfully because they tend to use profanity more respectfully.
it's understandable. Thank you.
What's going on, baby?
So, Alicia Andrews, I hope they give her the maximum sentence.
Okay.
She's ridiculous, and
tell me all.
Her lawyer was
tell me all about it. I just played a little bit of it. Is she a co-conspirator? Did she didn't do the shooting, right? She was just there. What happened?
No, she didn't do the shooting, but she was well aware of what they were doing. She was at the Airbnb with all of the weapons that they loaded up into both of the vehicles. She was in the car. She went to McDonald's before they followed Julio Fulio down the highway to the hotel parking lot and shot him and sat in the car and watched them do this. Went back to the Airbnb, packed up all of their guns and went back to their home. She's disgusting. And she also, there were some text messages that they found too when I was watching part of the court case where she was saying she despised him for whatever reason. I'm not sure what her underlying issue was with them, with Julio Fulio, but then her attorney was doing her makeup in the courtroom. She's sitting there smirking. She thinks it's funny. And I think all of that should be taken into account. And they're trying her first.
Okay.
Which is strange. She didn't even do the shooting, but they're trying her first versus trying the actual shooter.
If I can jump in, were you a Julio Fulio fan?
Oh, no, nothing like that. Okay. I just happened to.
Well, why are you saying she's disgusting? What is your connection, if any, to Julio Fulio's music, this case? Or you're just looking from the outside, you're saying she's disgusting?
Yeah, just looking, no regard for human life.
Okay.
I'm just on the outside looking in. It has nothing. It's nothing personal. Any person who doesn't have a regard. Okay, so I don't like you. I don't like your music. I mean, all this street beef, and I'm from Gary, Indiana. So unfortunately, this is
home of the Jackson 5, home of the J5.
Yeah. So it's nothing new. It's just her demeanor. Even though she didn't, I guess they can call her a co-conspirator. But it's just her demeanor in the courtroom, smirking, sitting there. I don't know, she's writing notes or making drawings or whatever she's doing. But she doesn't seem like she's too intelligent either.
Can I jump in?
What? Mm-hmm.
Okay. On some street shit. She might be a real bitch, and Julio Fulio could have been a lame, a mark. And, I mean, in the hood, I don't know if you're from the hood or you spent time in the hood. In the hood, a lot of guys have to learn the hard way that females can get you touched fast, especially if you think you're going to smash or if you start pillow talking with him. Was Julio Fulio pillow talking with her?
I don't know the facts of that, but she is the girlfriend of one of the shooters.
Okay.
So,
did she book the room? I heard something about somebody. Was she the one who booked the room or something?
The room, no. Actually, Julio Fulio, from what I understand, they had a room booked at a hotel, but they weren't able to get that one. So he was sitting in the parking lot trying to actually rebook a room after the party that he threw ended.
Right.
And
now, hold on a second.
Kind of what?
Weren't they at I'm just going off of memory. Weren't they at an Airbnb first, and then they got put out, and then they went and got the hotel room? So you're saying she didn't book the room?
No, her and the three shooters booked an Airbnb for them to stay to plan all of this out first.
Okay.
That's where the Airbnb came in. The party was an open party. Anybody could have gone to the party. I think they actually showed up to the party, but the cost or maybe they went to a couple of clubs before the cost of the club fee they didn't want to pay. So, but they have them on camera. So it really, I don't, just by the letter of the law, because they say we have to have a court case, but all of them are guilty. They have all of the text messages.
Stay with me, baby. Pablo, the real one, says, Star, you're not telling no lies. Yeah, in the hood. In the hood, you got to watch out for the females because they will approach you, making you think you that nigga. Let's talk that hood shit. What's your name again, darling?
It's Ray.
Ray. And how old are you?
46.
Okay. Seasoned coochie. Now, if you can go back, based on your memory, you've talked to guys who have fly cars, wood grain, gripping, truck jewelry. But in your mind, you say he's a bum ass nigga. I don't like him. His breath stinks. And I don't care what he's driving, right?
No, I don't really roll like that.
You never side. I'm not saying you lined anybody up, but that's how most females are. They don't care what you drive, how expensive your clothes are. They don't like you. They don't like you.
Right. No. That's true. If I don't like you, I don't like you. You could be a millionaire. If your breath stinks and you're ugly.
Right. I don't care if you fly me down to the Bahamas. I don't care if you got yellow diamonds with the baguettes on the sleeve, yada, yada, yada. I don't like you. So now she didn't like Julio Fulio? Is that what you said?
Yeah, and there's text messages of her saying that she didn't like him.
Okay.
Yeah. But so I'm just calling to try to get you up to speed.
No. Stay with me. Is it fair to say the nigga got caught slipping? Come on.
Yeah, he did. Absolutely. Knowing that you have these ops out here, throwing a party on your birthday that's open to the public, not having a plan to go straight to the hotel and get, cause he was sitting in the parking lot like a sitting duck when they pulled up on him and shot him. People in the hotel almost could have gotten shot too, because they shot, the bullets flew into the hotel and everything. So,
A bountiful soul says Julio Fulio made a song dissing her dead ex-boyfriend. Oh shit.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
So she was a high yellow bitch on some get back, allegedly.
Okay.
Go ahead, land your plane, darling. I appreciate the call. Land your plane.
No, that's it. I just wanted to kind of get you up to speed since you were asking callers to call in to. Okay, you have a good day.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Is it that easy to figure out? Caught the little nigga slipping. Was the nigga wearing some skinny jeans and some slides? Was he on a perky? And the goons ran down? I think I remember this shooting. They were trying to get out of the goddamn parking lot in Tampa, yes? And you had some little nigga about 106 pounds, and he had a banana clip. Baka, 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 baka. Is that what happened? I'm not laughing at his death, but we got to keep it real. Oh, now we're talking. Wait a minute. Somebody says, oh, light skins hold grudges forever. That's a whole fact. I've said it before. I'll say it again. The most dangerous mammy in the hood is a high yellow mammy. Pablo, the real one, Star, I think he's slick with the Blue Jays cap on. Yeah, they got busy last night. Any Blue Jays fans want to call him? Dre at Grave Shifter got your donations. Sliwa, Curtis Sliwa, will soon update us on his inability to feed his bodega cat farm, after his SNAP benefits expire. Oh, good point. Good. Oh. Does he and his wife, is it Nancy? Do they use SNAP benefits to feed them goddamn 17 cats? Listen, no matter how much you like animals, at some point, if they have polyps and other things, it's best to put them down. Hang on a second. Someone says, Star, do you consider yourself... hi, is it Lawana? Hi, Lawana. Star, do you consider yourself light-skinned? No, dear. I'm a white man with a tan. I'm dangerous in the hood. I'll tell on you, I have lined niggas up, put a gun charge on you, whatever I needed to do to get out of a situation. I'm worse than a biracial person. Hang on a second. Let me get my PayPal information on the screen. Guys, if you want to do a market test, as I said, with regards to the community section, I like to post new music of artists. And I'm asking you now to please go into the community page. Just leave a comment. You know, he doesn't mind if you're troll or not, but it's important that you at least comment. All right. Drew the Don. The track is called Girl Crazy. Can we get 10 comments before I end the show here? I would like to go for another hour. If you're just now joining me, we're talking about Curtis Sliwa, who's running for the mayor in New York City. And he needs to drop out. Any updates on that? Jesus Christ, they're still playing the goddamn the interrogation room. How long does she sit in the interrogation room with the goddamn cops? Hang on a second. Let me see if there's a video that will just give us. I appreciate Ray calling. Anybody else want to call in and just break this down? Hotel guest describes chaos. Fill in. That's a long ass video. That's too long. Okay, so Court TV has most of the updates, right? Damn, she's sitting there looking bored in some of these thumbnails, laughing. Oh, I got to play this one. Oh. Oh my God. Are there any young males who need to talk, you know, to an OG? I'll call myself an OG about these high yellow girls. Now, some of you think that, you know, you prefer something light, bright, and almost white. You have a thing against the pretty little girls who look like JT from the City Girls. She's a cutie. And you mess around and you find yourself with something like this. So look at her laughing in court.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and excuse Mr. Jimenez at this time. So we still have one alternate left.
The hell?
And Judge, there is one other thing. Some of the witnesses that are going to be testifying, which includes victims and eyewitnesses to the case, they do have concern about their image being broadcast, concerns for their safety, and would ask that their face not be shown.
Well, you need to tell me who they are when they're about ready to testify. Okay?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right.
Oh no! Stop. Stop right there. She's putting on lipstick in the court. Gangster of Love, call in and educate me. What, are you up to speed? What's going on here? Oh my goodness. putting on lipstick in the court. Guys, we'll get back to Curtis Sliwa in a minute. I can't believe this.
Mr. Jimenez and
He just missed one juror, but he's running into traffic maybe about 15 more minutes.
that's fine.
Judge,
Giggling.
and I'm also hearing it was Fox 13 this morning when they were reporting about opening statements. I think they reran an interview with Mr. Malcolm and Mr. McClimate talking about the evidence.
Okay.
What is the issue?
It was Fox 13 this morning, aired your interview. And I just have concerns that the jurors overheard any of it.
Guys, was Julio Fulio some type of Haitian? Well, she caught that nigga lacking. Star Report. I'm back in the building. Thank you for your patience. Okay, it's Wednesday afternoon. We've been having a good discussion with regards to Hurricane Melissa. Curtis Sliwa up in New York City running for mayor. He and his wife, Nancy, I think her name is, they have 17 rescue cats in their apartment. That's concerning to me. I don't know about the rest of you, but wow, that's a lot, okay? Also, with regards to the Julio Fulio murder trial, I got to keep my eye on this young female. I forgot her name that fast. Hold on a second. Wow. Alicia Andrews. Let me take a screenshot here. I couldn't believe that. Putting on lipstick in the goddamn courtroom. Okay, let me focus on my new showrunner. Tips to protect your peace. I'm asking some of you to call in, share your tips with the audience. Don't worry about me. I've lived a life of peace for decades. And I don't say this to be arrogant or cocky, but I've never been depressed and I've never been bored. I've always got something to do. I've been like that since I was a kid. I've always got something to do and I've never, ever been depressed. Now, but at the same time, I've never been married. I don't have biological kids. So I can only imagine some of you have gone through things in life that have maybe caused depression, maybe age, maybe medication. But let me start here to maybe lead the conversation. I think that a big part of protecting your peace has to do with parameters. Parameters. I don't have to include any type of mysticism, but as you grow in life, you have to set parameters between yourself and other people, even if they're friends, even if it's somebody that you knew from your formative years. It does not mean I owe you a return phone call. It does not mean I have to go to somebody's funeral. It's not that I'm being distant, cold, and or nasty, but I've got other things going on. So parameters, in my opinion, is one of the biggest things with regards to protecting your peace. Also, people who are mental vampires. I've spoken about mental vampires in one of my books decades ago. You have to draw the line, especially if you have, I don't know, kids, nieces, nephews. You know, at some point you have to pump the brakes on a mental vampire, somebody who may be asking for money, somebody who wants to let you use one of your rental properties, somebody who wants to borrow a car. Oh my God, I got a story. I'm not gonna air the person out. Anybody ever loaned someone a car and then they crash the car and then they don't return your call because they think, oh, I knew you was going to be mad. What? Look in the live chat real quick. Hey, thank you for your donation. Trey Day. Trey Day, do you want to chime in? This is kind of a left turn here from the topic. We'll get back to the topic, of course. Trey Day says inner peace really just means learning to say no, no to stress, no to nonsense, and definitely no to that group chat planning another brunch at 8 a.m. on a Sunday. Okay. Okay. Someone said, Star, you're not light skinned, you're a half breed. Well, that's a whole fact. I've never claimed to be light skinned. But I do know how light skinned, or as some people say, light skinned, I know how light skinned people move. Thank you for your comment. Okay. Hey, Vera, thank you for your donation. Phone lines are open. Yes. Let me go to the homie Gangs of Love. I know he's busy. Gangs of Love, is that you, sir? Tapping in Wednesday. GOL.
Star, the big homie. What's going on with you?
Hey, man, good to hear from you. Where do you want to start, sir?
I wanted to tap in on your conversation about, I guess, giving tips for peace.
Yes.
So I think as we get older, we tend to let go of a lot of animus that we have against people, or at least try to keep away from cynical people. I know that I do.
Okay.
And I know that you're an atheist, but how do I say this? Most of us, well, let me not say most of us, but for some of us, we look for credence in white Jesus. So we're not always trying to beef. You know, I come to the Star Report for a lot of knowledge, but also to troll. But I just think as I get older, I get mature for the most part. But, you know, we always love the BS, if that makes sense.
Yeah, listen, I love the BS also. Now, that's one area, you know, as we get older, you know, shutting down or shutting out. Salute to the person who just sent in a donation, Trade Day, as well. But now, what about in your 20s and in your 30s? Were you able to protect your peace then?
Yes and no. I think in your 20s, Star, that's when you out there running amok and doing all the BS, you know, not saying on a criminal level, but that's when you make your mistakes in life.
Okay.
And you make your mistakes to where hopefully they don't come back and haunt you, to not where they're super detrimental. But, you know, your 20s is your learning period. And then your 30s is more so your, hey, let's get it together. And then your 40s and hopefully going forward is where you are finding peace. You know, like you said, you're losing friends, you're losing relatives, and you're just more mature. Certain things you don't want to do. You know how you say all the time, hey, I'm Star, and you know you're known as an a-hole respectfully, but like you don't want to hear people cussing all the time. And I get it. Sometimes you don't want to hear rap music, and I love rap music, but then there's other times I just want to sit around and listen to the Carpenters, even though I'm the gangster of love. So I think peace is more so as you get older, it comes with maturity for most people.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Can I chime in for a second? And this may sound somewhat insensitive, but I learned in my 20s, in order to protect my peace, I had to shut down having babies or getting married with certain females who I just didn't think long-term could benefit me. They couldn't benefit me. Pushing out a life force, that can be a beautiful thing. But, you know, looking at someone for a decade, dealing with someone for 20 years, that I could never wrap my mind around. I know some people have, you know, relationships and they say, oh, you know, I love my wife, I love my husband. Okay, but you got to go through hell. And I just didn't want to go through hell. So protecting my peace meant in my 20s making what I considered to be the right choices. Go ahead.
So when you marry a woman or engage in a long-term relationship, Star, and I'm not telling you anything, but basically what I'm saying, that's going to build character. You know, that's going to test your peace. And at times you're going to be like, F this, I don't want to do it. but I do find peace in being married, because when I got married, a lot of the dumb stuff I was doing, you know, she was like, hey, I can't be with you if that's what you're going to be doing. So she kind of helped me get my life on track. And that's not to say that I'm dependent on a woman, but I do think you can find peace in a woman.
Okay.
You know, we're all made different, right, if that makes sense. Yeah. But me personally, I do feel like a woman can bring you peace if she's the right woman fit for you. But again, that's not for everybody, because relationships, you know, they come and go.
I respect what you're saying. I don't agree, but I respect what you're saying. And how long have you been married again? I forget.
10 years, a little bit over 10 years.
Okay. I respect what you're saying. I'm not trying to give you any pushback. I don't think that there's any woman who could ever help me become a better man. Bitch, I'm the ultimate man. You can't help me do anything. You can assist the greatness of me, but you can't help me become a better man. Bitch. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead. Land your plane, man, unless you want to talk about anything else. Hurricane Melissa, that little ratchet high yellow girl who's on trial right now. What is her name again? Alicia Andrews. Go ahead, man. Where do you want to go?
Now I'm gonna land my plane on the gentleman that is the former, what is it? Not Hell's Angels. With the red hat. What's the group he was in? I forget the name of
Curtis Sliwa. 17 cats in his goddamn apartment.
Hey, Star, anybody who loves animals, you know, I'm an animal lover myself, man. Hey, God bless him. White Jesus bless him. Semitic Jesus bless him. Hey, he's taking care of cats. A lot of people do not like cats, but I love cats. I love dogs. I love animals, period. So if he's running for mayor, unfortunately, he can't get my vote because I'm not a citizen of New York. But hey, yeah. Hey, white Jesus bless him, Star. Right. Hey, man, thank you for always taking my call. Still good to hear your voice, man. Keep doing your thing. Salute. If you like it, I love it. I'm the gangster love. I'm out.
Yes, sir. Salute. Okay. Is it Ashina? Hey, baby. Thank you for your support, and thank you for checking on me. Yes, pneumonia didn't scare me. I was concerned because, you know, I'm always trying to take care of business. I wasn't scared. Wasn't scared. Again, when I had my liver transplant in 2008. Now that was a test. That was a test. And I remember some type of West Indian nurses outside of my room when I came out of the operation, you know. I think the next day I said to one of them, I said, hey, can you keep my door open so you can see a real 3-day resurrection? And within 2 days, I was up and walking. Hang on a second. Okay. West Indian nurses. Feeding Star roti. No, sir. I'm so sorry. Blade, what's going on, Blade? Blade says, what is this? That bitch is cute as hell. Julio Fulio. What is it? To not realize she was lining his ugly ass up. Yeah. Alicia Andrews. Some of you guys, you're going to learn that the hard way. Females don't care what you drive. They don't care if you're wearing $300 boxer briefs. Your shit is matching. They either like you or they don't. Okay, Blaze says, like you always say, Star, it's always a bitch who sets you up. Yeah, I learned that in Uptown Manhattan. It was kind of like a defense mechanism with me when I first moved to New York. Well, Brooklyn at first, and then Uptown and, you know, all over the place. I knew that females didn't necessarily gravitate towards me because I sounded like a suburban kid and I had a little bit more of an Italian accent. So I knew, you know, more than likely they don't like me. Hold on a second. Hey, Stacy Gloria, I got your information on the screen. Thank you so much. So it kind of helped me build a wall, so to speak, you know? If we're going on a jux mission, or if we're going somewhere and it's your job to cut somebody's pocket and me to watch your back, we had the understanding. If we get caught, it's everybody for themselves. Thank you, Blade. In case of Virginia. Okay, thank you, Tracy. Yeah, I don't want to put too much on the table right now. Something about dramatic testimony in case of Virginia, teacher shot by a first grader. Thank you, Tracy. We'll get back to that. Okay, I sent your email to Deeds, sir. You were blocked for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I don't deal with people being blocked. Hey, Monica. Oh, yeah. Monica. Yeah, well, when I was in the hospital recently for pneumonia, the woman who is, I think she is going to sue me for claiming she's my common law wife. Hold on a second. I got to be very, very careful. Hold on. Everybody just hold on a second. I got to be very careful what I say here. Hold on, everybody. Just hold on a second. Yeah. Hold on, guys. Hey, Deeds, what's going on? Okay. Okay, well, Deeds, tell him to send me or you send a screenshot. Why doesn't he send the donation to you, Deeds? Guys, you can send donations to the show, and your donations are appreciated via Cash App. I just don't use Cash App anymore. Let me put Deeds information on the screen with regards to Cash App, okay? Come on, guys. Phone lines are open. I want to talk about tips. Okay. Tips for keeping your peace and protecting your peace. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we're kind of done with the storm. Okay, now you're sending me silly videos. No, somebody washing cars and people are playing dominoes in the water. Yeah, I'll pass on that. Thank you, Deeds. Deeds just sent me a text message. Anybody else want to chime in with regard to what I said? Making choices in your early years, thinking about your future. That's a way of protecting your peace. Hey, Ivy. Ivy says, remove all negative people from your life. No, I don't agree. I think you have to keep a certain amount of negative people around you. Anybody ever heard the old saying, keep your friends close and your enemies even closer? Oh, no, you have to keep some enemies and trifling degenerates and lower tier people around you. Yeah. Osiris XTV, yeah, he says you need balance. Listen, I will take a call from a bum nigga, knowing he's a bum nigga, over somebody who, you know, I've been talking business with. Maybe we haven't closed the deal. Maybe he or she needs to do more research. But then a bum nigga will call. I'll take the bum nigga's call. I want to know where the bum niggas at, what the bum niggas doing, what the bum niggas thinking. I want to know if the bum niggas plotting, if the bum niggas planning, who else the bum nigga has lined up. If the bum nigga wants to tell on somebody from the past, if the bum nigga wants to bring me up to speed on somebody who's plotting on me, can I get an amen in the live chat? Can I get an amen in the live chat? I keep bum niggas and bum bitches around. Trifling bitches. I love a trifling scamming bitch. Bitch, what are you up to? Bitch, are you getting the bag? Bitch, you moving to Atlanta? Well, bitch, the bag is down there. Don't be scared to sell some pussy, bitch. Don't be scared to sell some pussy. Come on now. Tips. Hang on a second. Let me get that back on the screen. All right, you guys got Deed's Cash App? There it is on the screen. All right. I want your calls. We are not going to shut the show down just yet. I'm waiting on you. Phone lines open. Jason, what's your email about? Something North Carolina, what? Jamaica, what? What is this? Stuck in as hurricane. Okay, people from North Carolina stuck in Jamaica. Oh, well. Hang on a second. Kid, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. Haters have given me more inspiration to improve my life than my best friends and family. That's a whole fact. That hate propels me to new heights. Jesus would have been a regular nigga if nobody was hating. That's a whole fact. Nubia Gold. Something about the 48 Laws. I never read that book. I'm so sorry. The 48 Laws of Power talks about that you don't want to isolate yourself fully because then you make yourself a sitting duck. Okay. Well, I never read that book because too many hip hop niggas were swearing by it when it came out, and I said, if these dumbass niggas are gravitating towards that book, I know there ain't nothing in there for me. But thank you, Nubia. I'll put that on the screen. Thank you so much. The problem I have found with people who have sworn by that book is that they do not apply the knowledge. And you see, that's the thing with reading books. For those of you who read, you know this already. You can read thousands, hundreds of books. But if you do not apply the knowledge, okay, you read a book. Is that my main nigga on the trigger, 973?
My boy, Jay Bandit.
Jay Bandit, can you cam up? Where are you? Come on and cam up, nigga.
I came up. I'm at the bodega. I came up.
Well, hang on now. It's noisy. Are you going to a different location?
Yeah, I'm going to go to my car. It's just a little run right. It says there's a school next door.
Yeah, go to your car. Email me so I can send you the cam up link.
All right, cool.
Okay. It's my nigga Jay Bandit. Nubia Gold. She says, let me put this on the screen. Thank you, Star. Love the content. You're right. People misinterpret that book a lot. People like to appear intelligent on the surface level. I'm not going to say nobody's name, but I saw a rap nigga. This nigga had a pair of wireframe glasses when that book came out, and he's standing there holding the book up on his arm like he was some type of, some type of new nigga. I said, would you look at this fuck ass Ebonic talking bum? Oh my God. Okay. This is a great comment here. Don't talk about your money. That's a whole fact. What money? I don't have anything. Anybody talking about suing me? Good luck. I ain't got nothing. Troy Terrain? I haven't had a job since 2001. Salute. Bilal. That's a whole fact. Oh my God. I don't think I've ever in my life been up in a club doing that dumb shit. Okay, hold on a second. Jay Bandit needs the link to Cam Up. Hold on a second. Let me send this send the homie the link. Jay Bandit, where are you? Where are you? Okay, no, that's something different. Hey, Sheila. Good to hear from you, darling. Sheila, do you want to call in? You still got credit with me. Guys, if you're a sponsor, you can always get some type of extension on a promo package or marketing something. Okay. Guys, please don't send me links with regards to people acting like goofies in Jamaica now. It's, you know, it's over. Someone says, how stars broke. So I'm not talking about a goddamn thing. All I'll say is just good luck. Good luck. I ain't got nothing. Blade, what's going on? Blade says, I was suspicious of it as well. But the 48 Laws really is a good book. Niggas started pretending to read it after 50 Cent plugged it. Well, 50 is not the guy who I'm talking about, but didn't he come around and write some book, 50 Laws of Power? Fuck out of here. I mean, he's a good guy. We have no issue, but didn't he write a book, 50 Laws of Power or something? Or he had a ghostwriter, pardon me. He didn't write the goddamn book to my knowledge. Maybe he did. I don't know. Good guy. He invited me to his home, so I'll never kick his back in. I didn't go, you know. Okay, well, you call in. The phone number's on the screen, guys. Please, you keep asking me questions. Just call. I'll let you talk. Let me see if I played all the videos that I needed to, or if we are done. Hold on. Wednesday afternoon. Where are my show notes? Former Sonia Massey. Deed, still no verdict. Still no verdict? Where's Deeds at? The jury has not come back yet in the Sean Grayson trial? Deed says no. What the hell? That's crazy. That's really crazy. Maybe I should take another quick break while Jay Bandit is trying to find the link or something. Hey, is Skylar Saunders around? Skylar, are you out there? Hold on, guys. Skylar sent me an email early. Any updates? Skylar, any updates? No? Okay. Tips to protect your peace. I saw Tyreek had something in the live chat. Peace, Tyreek, a.k.a. East. Let's see what he says. Protecting my peace at all costs. No arguments, no unnecessary drama, just calm, quiet, and clarity. Salute to you, sir. Anybody want to talk about hobbies? I've always had hobbies. always, I think that's very, very important. You have to find time. Well, some people can't be alone. They don't like to be alone. It weirds them out, spooks them out. I've always had no problem with doing things by myself, going to the movies by myself, go to the mall by myself, go to restaurants by myself. I think that's important with regards to protecting your peace. You don't become dependent on others. Hang on a second. Jay Ben, what happened? You couldn't get to a location?
I didn't see the link. No, I'm good. I didn't see no link. I looked my email. I refreshed it like 5 times. I didn't see no email.
No, I said for you to send the link, but it sounds like crap. You're calling right now.
Is that crap right now?
Are you on the headset? What's going on with you, man? We always go through this. Jesus Christ.
You hear me better now?
Yeah, it's better. What's going on with you, man?
Yeah, I guess the Bluetooth on my car is not good with your system.
Nope.
Same thing, new day. Yeah. But how you living, man?
Tips to protect.
What we talk about?
Tips to protect your peace. Jay Bandit, what say you, sir?
What I do, I like to protect my peace. I smoke L's on a daily basis. I'm a big pothead, and I live life to the fullest. You know. Now, on my free time, I work on my music. If not that, I just holler at females throughout the day.
Okay.
That's how I have my peace, and then work out.
Do you smoke exotic every day? Hydro, Reggie? What do you smoke every day? You say you smoke every day.
Well, my favorite of all time is still the same to this day, and it's Purple Haze. I love Haze. Okay. But besides Haze, I like the new exotic. Like I like the runts, black runts, gold runts, anything with runts in it. Runts is fire. Sour Diesel's still good. You know what I mean? It really stinks, but it's still good. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like,
if I can jump in, so your peace is by way of a dependency.
Dependency of bud? No, I don't need bud to survive. I could last like 2, 3, 4 months without smoking. I just smoke just to smoke.
You smoke because you like to smoke.
Exactly.
Okay. And that brings you peace of mind, peace of your surroundings, just peace.
Peace, correct.
Okay.
Peace to the God, like Most High. Peace, God.
Okay.
Peace to Most High.
Okay.
Most High, right?
All right. So any battles with depression, anxiety, anything that some people say prevents them from finding peace?
I have no type of depression.
Okay.
I have no reason to be depressed. I wake up every day. I have family still. They're still alive. Both my parents still alive. Grandparents been passed.
Okay.
So there's really nothing to hold me back.
Hang on a second. Why is Sunday taking a shot at you? I mean, not that she can't. She's saying Jay Bandit is broke and waiting on his food stamps. What's going on with you and Sunday?
I appreciate you, baby. She's just mad because I have her old footage of her stripping at the Blue Palace. I posted it up. It's in my community section. Salute to her.
Hold on a second. Deeds, what do we got? Any videos? Can you send me a video? Deeds says Sean Grayson found guilty of second-degree murder. All right, so
who's Sean Grayson?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So, okay. So what else is cracking in your world, man? Are you still in Jersey or you moved? Because you go from state to state, right?
Yes, sir. Nah, I'm still in Jersey, but I'm about to move to Atlanta, though. Yeah. My man's bought a house. I'm a confirm if the house is good because he has a room. So, you know what I mean? He's a single man, don't want no kids. If his living placement is good, arrangement is good, I'll move down there.
Now, you've been there before, I'm sure, yes?
Plenty of times. Miami, Atlanta, Jamaica. I've been to hedonism, all that. I love to travel. I'm Nigerian, too. I've been to Nigeria.
Right. Do you have females already in place? Or are you taking any females with you when you go? I know how you move.
No, I'm gonna line up some new ones, and I got some girls out there in Atlanta already.
Okay.
I heard you. Oh, excuse me. I know I'm eating a sandwich. You still coming up here now? You moving back up here?
I'm not 100% sure when, but I have to come up there next month on some business. There's a good chance I'm going to be moving back to New York. So I'll keep you posted. I'll keep posted. But now, hang on a second. Atlanta, why are you moving there? Got to ask you.
Because the person I started doing music with, I used to be my producer and management. He lives there. He has a studio there. He has a food truck there. So I'm like, you might as well go down there. He's been down there since 2008, and it's 2025. So I don't think so. Just like you said, it's the Black Hollywood. So that's why I moved there.
Okay.
It benefits me.
Well, look, man.
Besides me being up here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I appreciate you calling in. Salute, man. Stay in touch, and remember what I said via DM. Don't repeat it right now. Don't repeat it, but just be mindful.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I said
all right. We'll talk later. Salute. Okay.
All right.
Jay Bandit tapping him. Guys, are there any update videos? Sean Grayson, guilty. I'm looking, guys. If anybody has a link. I see everything 20 hours ago, 5 hours ago. I guess I have to go to TikTok. Hey there, good afternoon. Area code 484. Please watch the language. Are you there?
Yeah, Star. Hey man, I think in order to keep your peace, one way to keep your peace is never say what you should have done.
Okay.
You know, when you're in a position where you saying you should have done something, or you should have done it. Do it before that.
Okay.
Okay, and the thing about Curtis Sliwa, man.
Well, now hang on a sec. I want to stay on tips to protect your peace. We'll get to him shortly. But now you yourself, you're a man of a certain age.
Yeah. I'm 67. I just moved into a senior high-rise apartment. Yo, it's awesome.
Nice. Are you in the city?
I'm in Salt Lake City.
Okay, nice. All right, so you say have no regrets. Don't ever say what you should have done or shouldn't have done. How'd you say that?
Yeah. Because one time I got busted, right? You get busted and you sitting in the bullpen and you think about what you should have done. No. Before that happens, you know what I'm saying? Think about the consequences of your actions.
Right. Are you from?
Yes.
You sound like you're from the New York tri-state or where? Philly?
I'm from New York City.
New York City. Okay. Wow. So you got out of Dodge. You're in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Yeah, man. Salt Lake City, Utah is awesome. I'm telling you, it's like I went through the places. They hook you up. Salt Lake City hook you up. If you're a senior.
Are you out there with wifey and the kids or just dolo?
I'm out here with my brother, man.
Okay.
My brother called me and told me that he's in Salt Lake City to move up here.
Nice.
I got on the bus the next day. And then my other brother called and said, He's going through something. He came up here.
Right.
So I'm up here with my brothers. You know,
you living that good life. You don't even go out at night. Everything's early in the morning, you know, and sundown, you're in the high rise. You living that life.
Now, yeah. I ride my bike. I'm a bicycler.
Nice. Okay.
So the thing is, I still got to hook up my bike. Put some stuff on it, but still, It's awesome. My bike is awesome.
So that's how you protect your peace. Or how did you get to that point?
I just everything you do
Think about the consequences of what what can happen when you do it.
Okay.
That way you don't be like I should have done this.
Right.
You know, if you're in a position where you should have done this, I should have left that girl alone. I shouldn't be hanging with these dudes. Or you know what I mean? Don't be sitting around talking about what you shouldn't have done.
Okay. Okay.
In order to end up in that bad place.
Gotcha. Hey man, I appreciate the call.
Yo, Star. You're great. I'm telling you, man, you're all right, man.
Salute. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Later, man.
Okay. Salt Lake City, Utah. Never been there. You probably living that good life. Hey, Sunday. Sunday says, Jay Bandit, I made money in the club. You a roach. Picking up dollars. I like to hear people who move from the New York tri-state, out to other states. I like to hear how they just, either elevated, got away from certain things, or just, were able to maintain. I love to hear that. Okay, Deed says, check your email. Got your donation. What's Jay Bandit's community section? I'm trying to see something. Okay, Jay Bandit is in the community section also. Hold on. Thank you for your donation, RR. If you go to the community, go where it says post at the top of the YouTube page. You'll see home, videos, shorts, live, playlist, post. Click on post, right? And then you're going to go down. Jay Bandit is the third post down. It says new release, and you'll see him, and he's got a bunch of $100 bills. That's Jay Bandit right there. Okay. Hold on, guys. Deeds has sent me a video. We have an update. Hold on. Share screen.
Has been found guilty of second-degree murder, not guilty on first-degree murder. Sentencing has been scheduled for January 29th in Sangamon County. Now, I want to tell you about Grayson's family and Massey's family entering the courtroom before the verdict was read, rather. Grayson's family could be seen praying and almost hyperventilating in the courtroom before the verdict was read. Massey's family could be seen with tears streaming down their faces and holding hands before the verdict was read. Now, this morning, the jury finished deliberations after more than 11 hours, really. I was in the courtroom at 9 a.m. when the jurors addressed the room and explained deliberations were continuing. Ultimately, they had to decide if Grayson was justified or not in the shooting death of Massey. It happened in July of 2024 when she called for help regarding a prowler. Now, you may remember Grayson was initially charged with first-degree murder, aggravated battery with a firearm, and official misconduct. At the start of the trial, the judge dismissed the last two, leaving only 3 counts of first-degree murder. Then the option of second-degree murder was introduced by the defense. That's ultimately what the jury decided on. We're going to have a lot more updates and a press conference from Sonia Massey's family coming up momentarily right here in front of the courthouse. Jennifer.
Brandon, question. You talked about the emotions that you were seeing before the verdict was read. I want to start with, what were you observing when the verdict came down? What was Sean Grayson's reaction to that?
So Sean Grayson was sitting very still, very quiet on the defense table, seated next to his defense attorneys, Mark Wyckoff and Daniel Foltz. He was sitting quietly when the verdict was read, did not move, did not jump, didn't really react to it. His his family rather after it was read. It could be heard sobbing right behind us. We were sitting right in front of them. Massey's family could be seen putting their heads in their hands and consoling each other. So that was really the emotions that we're going through. Very strong emotions on both sides, of this case. This has been a week long of trial and more than 11 hours of jury deliberation. So very emotional for everybody involved here. And before we came in, the court security officer, addressed the families, addressed the media, and said, this is going to be hard for everyone, and kind of got everyone ready before we entered that courtroom. Jennifer.
There is heavy security outside of that Peoria County Courthouse. We were seeing before, there are snipers on the roofs of buildings out there, a lot of police. Protesters have been out there for days. What is the feeling that you're getting from them now that there's a verdict?
So the protesters were actually out here on the courthouse steps with a megaphone when we came out. They were saying, things like not guilty was not read, and that he has been found guilty. It is second degree, but that Grayson has been found guilty there. And right now they're back on the corner. They've been averaging about 20 to 25 a day out here, and I'd say that's probably where the numbers are right now as well. But right now we're just waiting for the Massey family and members of the defense and prosecution to come out and give statements.
All right, Brandon, thank you so much. And as he said, the Massey family will be holding a news conference shortly, and we will bring you that live when that happens.
Okay. Found guilty, Sean Grayson, of second-degree murder. Okay. All right. Someone's been on hold here for a while. Area code 416. Good afternoon. Are you there? Please watch the language. 416.
Shalom, Star. Frankie G on the check-in.
Frankie G. What's up, man? Good to hear from you.
Man, good to hear from you, Star. How you feeling?
I'm alive, man. Let's crack it.
Yeah. People checking out every day, but the haters still here.
Hey. Where do you want to start?
Glad to hear it, man. I wanted to touch on the peace of mind, like what do I do and stuff. I have hobbies, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Tips to protect your peace. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I'm a religious fisherman. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I like to go fishing, but during the winter time, I don't really do that whole ice fishing thing that people are into.
Okay.
So I also have another hobby / business. I'm into sports cards and sports card memorabilia and stuff like that. So, like cool stuff. I don't know if you have much familiarity with it, but it's a giant growing industry. I'm talking like Tom Brady and these cats are opening up card shops and spending millions and millions of dollars investing in this business, which is growing rapidly. Like I'm talking,
to my knowledge, that excuse me, to my knowledge, that's always been a pretty lucrative industry, but you got to jump with both feet in. You can't just dabble around because you can miss out on something, all those trading cards and stuff like that. What's the most valuable trading card you have right now?
I got a Lamine Yamal rookie card. Okay. He's a soccer player from Barcelona and Spain.
Okay.
It's worth around 3 G's. Yeah. So I'm just hanging on to it for now.
Okay.
Because he's 17 years old, so I look at it like that might end up being like a Lionel Messi type value, you know what I mean? So that's something I'll hold, it's just 3 racks. So I don't need to sell it. I'm not dying for money, you know?
Right.
So I can just hold and yeah, man. But I have fun with it. I collect what I like, you know what I mean? I don't overspend. I do it like I set up a table at my local card shop every month. I trade, I sell,
nice.
I have a good time with it. One of my homies is into it as well. So it's a fun community and it's good people and it's very lucrative if somebody.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
I do not have his rookie card, but I got a very old Larry Bird card. I think it may have been his 4th or 5th year. Is that worth anything? I haven't checked.
If you send me a picture of the car star, I can check it out for you. Not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem. The thing is with a lot of that old stuff, they called it like the junk wax era. There was just so much of it being produced.
Okay.
That a lot of that stuff ain't worth that much money. Like I picked up a Mark McGuire rookie card recently for $3. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Because it's just so mass produced. You know, so you got to be.
Now that's back when he was skinny, Mark McGuire.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, you know, before the Godfather of steroids, if you will, got a hold of him. Hey, Star, you remember when Jose Canseco wrote that book, Juiced, and everybody was calling him
Jose.
Yes, sir.
Jose Canseco.
And they were calling him a liar and a spick, and now it turns out all of sports is corrupt. How about that, huh?
Yeah. He's ahead of his time. He's ahead of his time.
Right. So are you keeping up, or do you care about the whole NBA fiasco?
Not really. I'm kind of bothered by the fact that some of these NBA coaches, high level top tier players would actually fall into the clutches of the Cosa Nostra. We know what they do. They are a cancer. We know what they do. But if you yourself fall into their clutches, I can't feel sorry for you.
No. So I don't know if you're familiar with Tim Donaghy. He was the referee.
Yeah.
That got. Yes, sir. So he got busted a while back.
Years ago.
And he was.
Wasn't it years ago?
Yeah, years ago.
And he actually was in touch with the new guy who got arrested, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So what? If you care to hear an update, I'd like to shed some light on that. If you know.
Can we do it tomorrow? Because I want to stay focused on Hurricane Melissa today, and I want to finish up here on the topic with regards to tips to protect your peace. But good to talk to you.
Yeah, man.
Good to talk to you, man.
Yeah, man. Dude, I recommend for anyone, man, that if enjoys the outdoors, man, get out there, do some fishing, get the sun on your face.
Okay.
Breathe in some beautiful quality air and some peace and quiet. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Salute.
Yes, sir. All right, Star. Salute.
Frankie G tapping in. Hey, Sunday going hard in the paint. I support the machine. You niggas cry in the chat to have me banned. We are not the same. I put my money where my mouth is. Keep crying. It's comedy.